please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. To the summit north our voices raise, with songs of honor and of praise, beacon of integrity, forever we shall sing of thee. Wave the crimson banner high, pride and loyalty draw nigh. Spirit, friendship, unity, we'll cherish for eternity. Please be seated for the ceremony. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for joining us on this special night. My name is Allie Russell, and I have had the pleasure of serving as student body president this year. It is truly an honor to welcome you to the Lee Summit North Class of 2019 graduation ceremony. We have made it here after 13 years of hard work, late-night study sessions, and a few too many fire drills. After tonight, we will all go our separate ways and tackle the adult world on our own. But we are all together one last time to celebrate the great accomplishment of our graduation. We are here. We made it. The graduates and I would also like to celebrate all of you in the auditorium tonight. Thank you to all the parents, step-parents, guardians, grandparents, siblings, and other family that woke us up in the morning, came to our performances and games, took pictures at all of our dances, and supported us during any rough patches we had. Without your guidance and love, we couldn't have made it to this milestone in our lives. I ask that you please stand at this time and be recognized for your contribution. We, the class of 2019, thank you for joining us tonight, and congratulations to the class of 2019. We did it.
Good evening, parents, faculty, and the class of 2019. My name is Megan Carlson. My time at Lee Summit North has taught me to cultivate a love for poetry. As such, I would like to begin by sharing a poem with you all titled Next Time, Ask More Questions by Naomi Shihab Nye. Before jumping, remember, the span of time is long and gracious. No one perches dangerously on any cliff till you reply. Is there a pouch of rain desperately thirsty people wait to drink from when you say yes or no? I don't think so. Hold that thought. Hold everything. When they say crucial, well, maybe for them. Hold your horses and your minutes and your Hong Kong dollar coins in your pocket. You are not a corner or a critical turning page. Wait, I'll think about it. This pressure you share is a misplaced hinge, a fantasy. I'm exactly where I wanted to be. One of the words I heard almost every day throughout high school was stressed. In the classroom, hallways, and on social media, everyone was stressed, and things were stressing them out. In an age where mental health and mental wellness have been brought to the forefront of our attention, stress has become an offensive word that conveys everything wrong with life. However, when discussing stress, people almost never put the blame on themselves. It is always class, work, activities, or even other people preventing their happiness. I'm a victim of this mindset too, don't worry. The poem I shared with you earlier landed well with me upon the first read because of its leisurely and reflective approach to life and its decisions. The span of time is long and gracious, it reads, reminding us that life is not a race. Contrary to Western time and deadline-oriented ideals, asking for more time is not a sin if you are genuinely trying to succeed with the time that you have been granted. There is no reason to put pressure on yourself over the deadlines of the minuscule details of daily life when there is ample time to consider what would make you happiest. When we were younger, a large portion of our decisions were made for us, so our happiness or lack thereof could be placed on others' decisions. However, the time has come where we must say goodbye to the days of our childhood and take the first steps out into what life has in store. No matter what your future plans may be, do not hesitate to pause and reflect on the decisions that you must make and have made thus far. If you are not happy with them, take the time to change your path, your attitude, or your relationships to create your own happiness. I implore each one of us, the class of 2019, to always be exactly where we want to be.
The class of 2019 is very proud to present Lee Summit North with a 10-foot Bronco statue to be placed in front of Bronco Stadium for all to see when they visit the Bronco Athletic Complex. Our hope is that all who see it will remember our class and the contributions that we have made to our school. Thank you.
Good evening. What a privilege it is to serve as superintendent of our outstanding school district. Tonight, I'm particularly grateful for the opportunity to participate in the graduation ceremony honoring the class of 2019 from Lee Summit North High School. Let's give these fine folks a round of applause. This group of graduates is special to me as they represent the first class to graduate since the formation of my Superintendent's Advisory Council. I've gotten to listen to many of you monthly, and I've seen firsthand what a talented and fierce group of young people you are. Many of you have inspired me this year via your academic, athletic, and social pursuits. For that, I want to say thank you, class of 2019. It is my honor to work alongside these young people and the faculty and staff of Lee Summit North to enhance our school district and, greater than that, to enhance our community. Tonight we gather to celebrate them, our community's most precious resource. Specifically, we seek to honor 491 seniors, each of whom have met all of the necessary requirements to earn the title of graduate. I'm confident and proud to say that you are prepared, young people. You are prepared to compete successfully with your peers, not only locally, but nationally and globally. The entire Lee Summit community is proud of you. Each of you have a special place in the hearts of the parents, family members, and friends who are here to share in your accomplishments. Additionally, there are many community members who give unselfishly of their talents and their time to ensure your success. It's my honor to introduce one such group of volunteers whose dedication and commitment have ensured opportunities for this outstanding group of seniors, as well as the more than 18,000 students who make up the R7 school district. Members of our Board of Education present tonight include our Board President, Julie Doan, Immediate past Vice President Jacqueline Clark. Board Member Kim Fritchie. Board Member Dennis Smith. And we have two newcomers to our Board of Education, Member Mike Allen and Board Member Judy Hedrick. We're excited tonight because we also have joining us a member from Missouri State Board of Education, Ms. Kim Bailey. Would you please join me in thanking these volunteers who give so very much to our community on behalf of our students? Also want to take this opportunity to recognize a very distinguished guest joining us this evening, Congressman Emanuel Cleaver II, who represents Missouri's 5th Congressional District in the U.S. House of Representatives. And to the class of 2019, on this night, we will call your names. We will call each of your names. And I want all of you to continue to be a force of good, an example of positivity, and a beacon of hope for someone out there who might need you along the way, so that this world might continue to call your name. Lee Summit is better. Lee Summit is better because all of you passed our way. What a great night to be a Bronco.
Class of 2019, what an honor and privilege this is. Thank you for selecting me to give you your one last high school speech, or as we refer to it in my room, one more life lesson with Muma. I know some or all of you were hoping this would be funny, but that's not how life lessons go. And what last lesson could I, as a math teacher, give you other than about investments? No, I'm not talking about insurance or retirement, although those have been life lessons with Muma before. But instead, tonight, I'm talking about investing with yourself. You finally get to invest in yourself. Your whole lives, you've been required to go to school. Now, though, it's different. Now you're done with the required schooling. Have you prepared yourself for life after high school? Did you realize school exists to help you become critical thinkers, problem solvers, and to teach you about yourself? If not, these questions will arise. No more requirements by parents or school. Now it's about your passion. Sure, your parents and family still play a huge role, and do not discount what they have to say. But ultimately, you must love what you do. The best way I can put that is, wake up every morning and know that you're doing the thing that you love. It doesn't matter if that's a mechanic, a cook, an engineer, or an editor. Once you figure out what that is, never stop learning about it. Don't be afraid to ask questions. It's one of life's best skills you can have. If there's one thing I try to foster in my classroom, it's exactly that. A great way to learn is by asking questions, and the only dumb one is the one not asked. Pay attention, too, to the answer you receive. It may not be the answer you want to hear, but it's most likely the answer you need to hear. This is your life, your chance to show the world who you are. Money will come and go, but true happiness is hard to find. This is on you, and this is your time to shine, to make you the best you. And hopefully by becoming the best you, our world is capable of being the best it's ever been. And yes, I am completely random. I know I told you I wouldn't talk about money. However, when you get that first career paycheck, invest immediately. You'll never get that time back, and you'll thank yourself later. So class of 2019, I say to you, go, make Lee Summit North proud, make your parents proud, but most importantly, make yourself proud.
Good evening. My name is Kayla Smith, and on behalf of the class of 2019, welcome all parents, faculty, and family to this special milestone in all of our young lives. I would like to especially welcome our superintendent, Dr. Carpenter, who allowed us to have the shortest second semester in the history of this district. You're doing a great job. As a student or parent of LSN, you've probably often heard our coin saying, "It's a great day to be a Bronco." However cheesy it may sound, the meaning behind it is real. The culture at Lee Summit North has been structured so that everyone has the opportunity to thrive and no one is left behind. Here, it doesn't matter what you look like, what your interests are, or what you call home. It's more superficial things like which type of fries you choose at lunch, what lot you park in, and your stance on sicko mode versus Mo Bamba. In all seriousness, we in our 4 years at North have been anything but held back in our endeavors. Not only have we gotten to explore all kinds of different areas, we've excelled. In our 4 years, our class has earned 26 district and conference championships, 4 state championships, 1 national champion debater, the top National Honor Society chapter in the state, and 46 recipients of the State of Missouri Seal of Biliteracy in 7 different languages. Let me just say, these moments, and being able to live through and experience all of these moments, those were some of the best days to be a Bronco. But being proud to be a Bronco is more than just all of our outstanding accomplishments. It was the moments of pain, it was the low points, and how this class responded to those that makes me proud to be a Bronco. This class has endured so much hardship in our 4 years at North and 2 years at Campbell, with losing beloved classmates and teachers at a young age. But whenever the worst came to worst, our class bonded and came together to support and lift one another up. These were some of the best times to be a Bronco. In light of recent tragedies, this senior class canceled the senior prank tradition and started an anti-prank out of respect for the staff and administration during these hard times. We raised over $1,000 for the Schmall family and covered part of our grounds with flower bouquets in memoriam. This class never fails to come together and respond with compassion. Ms. Schmall was my mentor teacher. She brought positivity and spunk to every Monday morning all throughout all 4 years. We've missed her all year as she was fighting her hardest against cancer. Her goal was to be here with us today, and we wish she could have been. But even though she's not physically, we know she's here with us. This school has offered so much to its students. I can without a doubt say that the culture at North is that of a family. And when someone in our family gets hurt, everyone steps in with compassion. This class has so much potential and great things awaiting us. When you look out into these seats, you see future doctors, lawyers, CEOs, and even a few aspiring rappers. The opportunities for this class are limitless. We've broken boundaries, opened doors that weren't open before, and made memories that will last a lifetime. As one of the wisest and most acclaimed poets of our generation, Drake, put it, all in all, I learned a lesson from it though. You never see it coming, you just get to see it go. These 4 years flew by, but I'm positive that we and this school will never forget the mark that this class has made. As you take these next steps in life, be intentional. Make your decisions with careful thought, and make your mark on this world so that everyone can look back and say, this is what it meant to be a Bronco. Remember to never doubt yourself and never give up, because as we like to say, all gas, no brakes. And as you've heard me say many times on Bronco TV, this is Kaylor Smith signing off one last time. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us to honor the class of 2019. My name is Jeff Meisenheimer, and it's been my pleasure to serve as principal the past 4 years for our soon-to-be graduates. Seniors, when you arrived on August 17th, 2015 to Freshman Transition Day, August 17th, 2015, sorry guys, Freshman Transition Day, I encourage each of you to take challenging courses, get involved with school activities, and prepare yourself for post-secondary success. As most know, these represent the faculty's 3 school goals. As a class, you met each of these challenges. In respect to rigorous study, 413 of the students that sit before you, or 84% of the class, took at least one weighted course during their time at Lee Summit North. The International Baccalaureate curriculum is widely considered the most challenging high school curriculum in the world. The class of 2019 continued the Bronco tradition of enrolling in IB courses, including 9 International Baccalaureate diploma candidates and 6 International Career-related candidates. Would each IB diploma candidate and IB career-related candidate, along with their parents, please stand and be recognized. The class of 2019 successfully completed 840 IB courses during their career and will take 403 International Baccalaureate exams during their senior year alone. Seniors, you accumulated 1,909 hours of college credit through dual credit courses. If pulled together, this is equivalent to approximately 15 college degrees. Speaking of college degrees, 7 graduates from the class of 2019 have completed 2 years toward a bachelor's degree through Missouri Innovation Campus. Jarrett Krotz, John Hammonds, Jason Fong, Victor Simonok are pursuing degrees in cybersecurity. Likewise, Braden Cooney and Brooklyn Forrest are pursuing degrees in computer science. Finally, Luke Fitzsimmons is pursuing a degree in systems engineering. Would these 7, along with their parents, please stand and be recognized for this incredible achievement? Also, would Mariel Falk and her parents please stand? Mariel was recently accepted into the Propel program at UMKC. Acceptance into this selective program required multiple interviews and evaluations. Please join me in recognizing Mariel for this accomplishment. Not only did these seniors engage in difficult coursework, they excelled. 81 of these students, or over 16% of the class, finished their high school career with a cumulative grade point average of 4.0 or higher. In reviewing ACT exam results, the class has produced 34 Bright Flight Scholars, and as a whole holds a composite average of 21.4. Would each of our 34 Bright Flight Scholars, along with their parents, please stand and be recognized? Once again, U.S. News and World Report recently named Lee Summit North one of America's best high schools. This ranking was achieved through IB, ACT, and EOC scores from the class of 2019. Another measure of any school's academic success is the accumulation of scholarships offered to seniors. This senior class accumulated over $12.5 million in post-secondary scholarships. Approximately 81% of these graduating seniors plan on attending college next year. Others will soon enter the workforce, and 15 of you have felt a calling to serve our country in the military. At this time, would those graduates who have committed to a branch of military service please stand along with their parents and be recognized? On behalf of a grateful country, thank you. Seniors, for the past 4 years during our back-to-school meetings, you have heard me ask what legacy your class will leave at Lee Summit North. A few weeks ago, I was speaking with members of our student council. They believe, and I agree, that your legacy will be in extracurriculars. Audience, during their high school career, the class of 2019 produced a plethora of all-conference, all-district, and all-state honors in nearly every club, every co-curricular, and every sports program offered at Lee Summit North. And you even produced a national debate champion. When this class wasn't achieving academically or in extracurriculars, they were giving back to the community of Lee Summit. Seniors, you performed over 16,500 hours of community service. To put that in perspective, this is equivalent to one person working a 40-hour-a-week job for nearly 8 years. On behalf of the citizens of Lee Summit, thank you. At this point, we want to recognize those seniors who finished in the top 5% of the class. Admission into the top 5% required a minimum grade point average of 4.304. We're honored to introduce these students. Seniors and your parents, please stand where you are as your name is called. Please remain standing, and members of the audience, please hold your applause until all students have been introduced. Number 25, Nikki Merritt. Number 24, Matthew DeBacker. Number 23, Shannon Bury. Number 22, Catherine Ewing. Number 21, Rachel Conrad. Number 20, Caroline Maurer. Number 19, Robin Conrad. Number 18, Grace Shilcutt. Number 17, Quincy Carzalis. Number 16, Victor Simonok. Number 15, Abby Castle. Number 14, Abby Rowland. Number 13, Jacob Sellinger. Number 12, Logan Hunt. Number 11, Chelsea Shannon. And number 10, with a GPA of 4.41, Duncan Crosby. Number 9, with a GPA of 4.42, Natalie Temple. Number 8, with a GPA of 4.442, Alaric Chin. Number 7, with a GPA of 4.446, Jack Graham. Number 6, with a GPA of 4.45, Trevor Lusum. And entering the top 1%, number 5, with a GPA of 4.46, Jake Lowley. Number 4, with a GPA of 4.47, Cameron Robinson. Number 3, with a GPA of 4.5, Tia Kawaji. Would the next two students please come to the podium to accept your medals? The Lee Summit North 2019 salutatorian with a GPA of 4.54 is Cole Boron. And the valedictorian of the class of 2019 with a GPA of 4.6 is Megan Carlson. At this time, would each LSR 7 teacher and staff member who has played a role in educating these seniors please stand and be recognized? Kaylor mentioned in her speech how the class came together to honor the loss of Mrs. Schmall. The class of 2019 also lost a dear classmate, Jared Rice, during his 8th grade year. In remembrance of both Jared Rice and Mrs. Schmall, there are 2 graduation gowns placed in the front row. I will conclude with a poem written by Mrs. Schmall during her freshman year of high school in 1997, titled, "Wouldn't It Be Great If?" A genie awoke and somehow found me. He'd grant me 3 wishes and stay for a week. My brain began to stir and my thoughts began to shift. All I could think was, wouldn't it be great if? The dreams of dreamers would someday come true. The ozone of earth would be all renewed. The sickly were cured, the dying would heal. Wouldn't it be great if these things were real? All people are equal and animals too. Spirits are with us and souls are renewed. The depressed are happy, joyful, and glee. Wouldn't it be great if these happened to you and me? People could learn what's precious in life. No weapons in school like guns or knife. You could learn about me and I about you. Wouldn't it be great if these things came true? We focused on future, not on the past. We all found friendship and love that would last. Insecurities were gone and only good things we'd say. Wouldn't it be great if this started today? My cousin was alive inside the home he once loved, but at least I know he's smiling down from above. Kids on drugs would realize their tragic deeds. Wouldn't it be great if these happened to you and to me? Then I stopped and thought, and I looked at my friend. Jeannie, I said, how about a helping hand? That moment I realized my wishes weren't for me. So I said, Jeannie, wouldn't it be great if you were free? My wishes are gone, my Jeannie is free, because I wish for someone else, not just for me. Every now and then when I feel the wind drift, I think of my Jeannie, and wouldn't it be great if? Seniors, those words by Mrs. Schmall are still relative today. As you embark on the next phase of your life, wouldn't it be great if your generation changed the world by being positive and supporting to those within your circle of influence? A well-known song from my generation contains the following lyrics. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. Class of 2019, wouldn't it be great if you went out and made that change? Well, in fact, during your final day of high school, you took the first step in promoting change. It was during Bronco time on Friday, May 10th, that I learned I'm announcing my 2020 bid for President of the United States. Yeah, apparently I'll be spending my summer defining my position on key issues. But in all seriousness, I want to thank you for leaving Lee Summit North a better place when you arrived as freshmen. We have reached the point in our ceremony where we honor each graduate. It is a tradition at North graduation ceremonies that each senior and their guests are afforded the opportunity to hear each senior's name read. I'm going to ask that each of you consider the dignity with which these seniors have handled themselves throughout the ceremony. You heard the request from Xavier and Trevor on behalf of the class that not one person applaud or make any other noise that would interfere with the reading of their names. They are here as a class. They have made that commitment to one another. Let's honor this entire class by waiting until the last graduate crosses the stage to transition from ceremony to celebration. When we reach the celebration, it's very appropriate to give them a collective and thunderous round of applause. Board members, these students seated before you have fulfilled all of the requirements as set forth by Missouri's Department of Education, as well as Lee Summit R7 Board of Education, and are eligible to receive their diplomas.
Dylan Reese Alexander. James Eric Anderson II.
Jacob Luke Lally.
Abdulila Hassan Al-Sarraj.
Noah James Lafferty.
Ashley Nicole Anderson.
Kim Mai Lee.
Everett Ryan Anderson.
Parker Graham Laswell.
Deshaun Charles Anderson.
Richard David Lynn.
Terrell George Allen.
Joseph James Lynn.
Joanne Dorothy Ball.
Charles Anthony Lanassa.
Kennedy Gail Adams.
Logan James Leslie.
Sarah Virginia Ahern.
Dane Wiley Ozanai Lackey.
Ranim Rihad Akila.
Brock David Lechner.
William Edwin Arbuckle.
Christian Hunter Lambeth.
Benjamin Madison Anthony.
Xavier Gabriel DeBryan Lewis.
Devin Tariq Amrine.
Trevor Jacob Luzum.
Anna Elaine Backlund.
Kathleen Grace Love.
Greta Arcego.
Neil Hunter Little.
Christopher Jonathan Aylward.
Ramaya Simone Lenore.
Logan Patrick Adams.
Elijah Jerome Lee.
Ashley Quinn Bailey.
Brisa Marie Landaveri.
Rasmus Blasel.
Dylan Nicholas Langford.
Emily Elizabeth Boyle.
Stephen Kent Long.
Hayden Brooke Bentley.
Joshua Anthony MacDonald.
Kelsey Paige Bowman.
Brenna Janae Marchand.
Michaela Nicole Barnett.
Joshua David Martin.
Gabriela Alia Barada.
Jacob Reed Martin.
Dylan Alexander Bays.
Connor Allen McCollum.
John Aaron Lee Bauer Wareham.
Miles Houston Madge.
Jada Therese Blewett.
Emma Grace McHenry.
Reagan Elizabeth Barker.
Caroline Elizabeth Maurer.
Danielle Nicole Barnett.
Evan Michael Magana.
Trenton Sean Barker.
Justin Richard Mann.
Blake Thomas Beaver.
Jackson Victor McCoy.
Luke Daniel Banderas.
Mia Anise Manny.
Cole Andrew Boron.
Julia Jane Mattis.
Gavin True Bell.
Jacob Ryan Marquit.
Isaac Christopher Brigman.
Nicholas David Mathis.
Jarquise DeMarcus Brinkley.
Syed Hamza Masood.
William Blake Brown.
Austin James Maupin.
DeMarco Ramon Brown.
Christian Michael Moskowitz.
Noah Michael Brown.
Austin Michael Merritt.
Dylan Xavier Bryant.
Mary Elizabeth Morgan.
Tongrop Patton Boajib.
Sydney McDermott Meyer.
Shannon Grace Bury.
Mallory Grace Mears.
Brianna Michelle Bullington.
Isabella Anna Medrano.
Brianna Joy Burgo.
Josiah Malachi Miller.
Trinity Rose Burgo.
Xavion Allen Miles.
Ian Alexander Burris.
Alexander Paul Millard.
Kayla Marie Calderon.
Holly Marie Sue Min Merrigan.
Jerica Lucretia Caldwell.
Lauren Ann Moore.
Riley Corinne Campbell.
Nikki May Merritt.
Donavir Giovanni Campos.
Kara Marie Miller.
Aaliyah Christine Carter.
Chase Ryan Mosby.
Austin Dale Klein.
Catherine Marybeth Miller.
Brian Anthony Carter Jr.
Carmen Maria Menendez.
Jacob Levi Carter.
Rita Fatima Mahmoud.
Christian Taylor Carter.
Travis Paul Nichols Jr.
Jessica Elizabeth Carnahan.
Joel Andrew Navarrete.
Alaric Nathan Chen.
Margaret Mary Josephine O'Malley.
Thomas James Clark.
Jackson Thomas Murphy.
Parker Joshua Clayton.
Michael Joseph O'Donnell.
Brian Jamal Carney.
Dumebi Chike Okonkwo.
Richard Lee Ramirez Clifton.
Nukim Trin Nguyen.
Luis Daniel Cardoza.
Dubem Ejike Okonkwo.
Christopher Peyton Castleberry.
Lorenz Lamar Norman.
Quincy Isaiah Carzales.
Jackson Reed Mullins.
Garrett Forrest Cartwright.
Elena Jean Obenshane.
Alexander Raul Saraceras.
Ian Alexander Norton.
Megan Elizabeth Carlson.
Jonah Patrick Murray.
Abigail Elizabeth Castle.
Rebecca Esther Knightsey.
Isaac Charles Cleaver.
Charles Cadence Nord.
Savannah Marie Carter.
Remy Tyler Cole Norton Hood.
Mackenzie Sabren Clemens.
Kayla Renee Penner.
Nathaniel Webster Clancy.
Sania Elise Palmer.
Adrian Luis Sanchez Castañeda.
Krista Lucille Paulsrud.
Michael Allen Chambers.
Isabel Orozco III.
Corey Lee Corrado.
Frederick Armand Williams Overton.
Jamie Lee Kuhn.
Kaylee Dania Page.
Stephanie Rose Koch.
Lainey Bryce Osborne.
Jennifer Eileen Crosby.
Angel Nikayla Pagis,
Kobe Isaiah Connor,
Thomas Lee Paris,
Rachel Ruth Conrad,
Lane Gunnar Overton,
Robin Jean Conrad,
Connor Mark Hours,
A.J. Connor,
Piper Leanne Ott,
Kaylee Marie Kriesman Martinez,
Deborah Ann Osborne,
Alexander Jacob Cox,
Rebecca Ruth Panic,
Ashley Dina Coleman,
Jarrett Ryan O'Shaughnessy,
Braden Tanner Cooney,
Nicholas Camden Page,
Joy Covington,
Lucas Alexander Parrish,
Duncan Robert Crosby,
Sarah Elizabeth Ann Osborne,
Mackenzie Ann Cronley,
Kemp Michael Stewart,
Alexis Susan Cosper,
Tara Michelle Purcell,
Jarrett Allen Krotz,
Esperanza Lucilia Ramirez,
Luke Anthony Krieger,
Garrett Robert Richardson,
Brittany Cheyenne Dooley,
Blake Anthony Powell,
Michaela Jessica Diskowski,
Nathaniel Benjamin Price III,
Julia Patrice Dobbins,
Holly Nicole Porch,
Aaron Joseph Davis,
Mariah Prieto,
Victor J. DiMartino,
Matthew David Puckett,
Sydney Jane Delosier,
Deshaun Stephen Ransberg,
Maxwell James DeMint,
Joshua Tyshawn Reese,
Sean Joseph Cubitt,
Ayana Dominique Piero,
Delshawn Martin Davis,
Peyton David Renner,
Morgan Grace Davis,
Jason Hui Fung,
Ruta Carolina Dobson,
Kisa Terriana Red,
Gabriela Jurisa Kosaka de Leon Guerrero,
Jasmine Lynn Reyes,
Frank Stuart Dominguez de Leon,
Devin Miguel Richardson,
Matthew Henry DeBacker,
Cameron Gerard Robinson,
Savannah Elizabeth Curry,
Madeline Eleanor Robinson,
Jordan Ann Davenport,
Megan Elizabeth Pulis,
Ryle Dalton Deister,
Olivia Catherine Rickett,
Brian Dillingham,
Leah Henrietta Prilvitz,
Jacob Daniel Culross,
Alexandra Sue Russell,
Hayden Riley DeTiege,
Inizela Celestio Rosales,
Benjamin Matthew Dow,
Uta Sukai,
Dawson Connor Dowdle,
Stephanie Rue,
Hannah Elaine Dunn,
Rick Shepers,
Paul Michael Derland,
Abigail Lee Rowland,
Logan Trent Duval,
Crystal Elizabeth Reylas,
Haley Nicole Dyer,
Haley Lynn Rochka,
Sydney James Edmonds,
Janessa Renee Schroeder,
Eric James Edson,
Logan Philip Lewis Schneiders,
Autumn Rain Edwards.
Ian James Russ.
Lily Ree Parachet Edwards.
Anthony Peter Schwepker.
John Lee Eldridge III.
Daniel Joseph Shriver.
Emir Yasser Elikani.
Adam Asa Ross.
Jackson Mark Eller.
Braden Matthew Salazar.
Jace Harrison Elliott.
Kaylee Loretta Rock.
Haley Isabel England.
Kyle Stephen Rock.
Thomas Colton Irwin.
Brooke Allison Rothfuss.
Broderick Scott Keoki Etheridge.
Sydney Brooke Ross.
Malik Kishan Evans.
Ontario Damone Russell.
Catherine Ann Ewing.
DeAndre Anthony Simpson.
Keyshawn Kane Fuel.
Tierra Naye Scruggs.
London Leanne Fiorella.
Joshua Caleb Scott.
Luke James Fitzsimmons.
Aranbir Singh Sidhu.
Alexander Ryan Francis.
Grant Allen Smith.
Novella Marie Garrett.
Chelsea Lynn Shannon.
Alex Dimitri Youngwa Foncha.
Madison Lynn Smith.
Josie Janae Lauren Fristow.
Lana Elizabeth Sibley.
Jack Vincent Gaddy.
Victor Simonok.
Caden David Fothergill.
Jacob Cole Sellinger.
Anthony Charles Germain.
Kaylor Tate Smith.
Anaya Dejanay Frazier.
Caitlin Ray Schatzer.
Mackenzie Louise Gaddy.
Grace Lynn Shilcutt.
Tyel Keishel Garlington.
Callista Ray Shanks.
Michael John Fort.
Julia Rose Sissom.
Marielle Folk.
Elijah Orlando Smith.
Xavier Nicholas Alexis Garcia.
Nicholas Xavier Smith.
Zoe Sigrid Franson.
Hannah Marie Stymack.
Cassidy Grace Folken.
Cayenne Lynn Somsoneth.
Adam Michael Ford.
Jaden Daniel Snook.
Anthony Wayne George Jr.
Ryan Lee Templeton.
Willow Grace Gass.
Natalie Ann Temple.
Martina Paula Tutud Flores.
Corey Alexander Span.
Kaylin Jean Frostestad.
Sydney Alexis Stanford.
Brooklyn Paige Forrest.
Sean Eden Sturdivant Jr.
Timothy Angelo Giglio II.
Skylar Diarmani Standiford.
Maxwell Tyler Gregg.
Joel Plaus Stevens.
Jonas Graham Godwin.
Isaac Christopher Stewart.
Emma Nicole Gooding.
Amber Jane Splon.
McKaylee Ryan Goodman.
Sydney Taylor Spitz.
Kylie Shea Gilliland.
Nathan Francis Summers.
Madison Lynn Green.
Deborah Elizabeth Teal.
Zachary Chase Grauberger.
Parker Elizabeth Truman.
Sydney Alexandra Grego.
Wyatt Michael Urzendowski.
Jordan Michael Gibson.
Persida Trevino.
Anthony Richard Glines.
Erin Elizabeth Throneberry.
Jack Wesley Graham.
Julie Mayu Turner.
Grant Mitchell Goddard.
William Thomas Douglas Turner.
Benjamin David Gotzi.
Anini Stella Tokik.
Mariah Ashley Hamaker.
Jareth Christian Nathaniel Bellamy Thonen.
John Haston Hammonds.
Niles Michael Thomas.
Mikkel Xavier Izar Henderson.
Lauren Renee Tigner.
Javante Antonio Lavelle Hawkins.
Wyatt Parker Thompson.
Joseph William Hammerly.
Anna Elizabeth Upman.
Damon Eugene Harrell Jr.
Jonathan William Thomas.
Bethany Ann Hart.
Logan Andrew Thornton.
Carly Ann Hemmel.
Matthew David Thomas.
Malia Grace Hemmel.
Kyler Jeffrey Watson.
Jalen Jamal Harvey.
Benjamin Paul Watson.
Elijah Reed Hanks.
Mason Matthew Wackley.
Jackson Dane Harlow.
David Randall Vest Jr.
Chandler Dean Hennessy.
Caitlin Marie Warner.
Jacob Matthew Hassenjager.
Sophia Jael Wachstetter.
Nicholas Blake Harris.
John Wayne Walcott.
Mariah Leslie Hanner.
Desiree Amunique Watry.
Sierra Marie Haggard.
Isaiah Nello Claude Vigliano.
Michaela Ann Haynes.
Kiera Deschanel Walker.
Grant Joseph Hedberg.
Garrison Arthur Van Meter.
Kara Marie Haskins.
Gabriel Christopher Wog.
Trent Michael Handley.
Saul Villar Medina II.
Kirsten Marie Hess.
Aurora Eve Welch.
Haley Ray Watt.
Michael James Welsh.
Jalen Rashad Hickles.
Nicholas Patrick Whiten.
Jalen William Van Hickman.
Joni Renee Westcoat.
Cameron Brett Hicks.
Ashley Lee West.
Colin Reuben Hicks.
Samantha Rose Weber.
Tristan Michael Higdon.
Anthony Michael Wheeler.
Hallie Michelle Hill.
Gabriel Alexander Wedgwood.
Jackson Montgomery Hill.
Krishanda Monet Whitfield. Sorry. It's okay.
Whitley Shea Hill.
Javon DeRay Whiteside Jr.
Andrew Ryan Hurt.
Katie Laura Wehrwein.
Adrian Christopher Holt.
Addison Rochelle White.
Bo Gary Hoffman.
Nariah Colin Wells.
Macy Marie Hoffman.
Alan Teron Wells.
Janice Reba Nicole Hogan.
Alexander Morgan Yearout.
Derek Allen Holman Johnson.
Tanner Wayne Yeisley.
Matthew Christopher Alden Hood.
Jack Soley Williams.
Matthew David Hopkins.
Zachary Allen Wilhite.
Gabriel Asher Windsor Hopper.
Brandon Edward Winston Jr.
Brett Ronald Howes.
Lazelle Andrew Williams Jr.
Marvin Lamont Santine Jackson.
Gavin Lee Young.
Quincy LeBaron Jones Jr.
Araya Danae Wilson.
Michaela Tierra Jones.
Nia Courtney Young.
Greg Christopher Hull.
Alexander Gray Wilson.
Terrence Joel Jones.
Simon Ryan Zaroya.
Devin Dwayne Johnson.
Gabriel Lyle Wisneski.
John Paul George Hines.
Lucy Florence Zimmerman.
Charles Edwin Jett III.
Julia May Woods.
Tiffany Kirsten Huey.
Kate Elizabeth Woodworth.
Matthew Avery Huey.
Emma Grace Willard.
Avery Arthur James.
Reagan Nicole Young.
Logan Jane Hunt. Jasmine Denise Jones. Rayla Rose Huff. Jillian Jewel Jamaluddin. Madeline Jean James. Tia Kawaji. Ekram Karmos. Michael Durrell Cates Jr. Navpreet Kaur. Aiden Anthony Kays. Carson James Keating. Justin Allen Keene. Morgan Whitney Kirby. Gideon Scudder Kemper. Kaylee Danielle Kent. Makira Emmanuel Kelby. Felicia Nicole King. Catherine Layla King. Colin Richard Kinman. Cassandra Deshay Kinney. Sarah Michelle Clausen. Addie J. Kroll. Serena Ronche Michelle Kyle. McGarrett Daniel Kubak.